Hello, friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Friday, September 4th at 5 p.m. First of all, I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to be doing a Facebook Live on Monday, which is Labor Day, so you guys have a 3-day weekend. I hope it's going to be awesome for you. So I found this article very interesting. Poop tests stop COVID-19 outbreak at the University of Arizona. Okay, so by testing dorm wastewater for the coronavirus, the university may have prevented a potential outbreak. Several countries and now some U.S. universities have been checking sewage for RNA material from COVID-19 in people's poop. Doesn't sound pleasant, but listen. Okay, so this can signal infections that shortly before clinical cases appear. Now, in Arizona, wastewater from one of the dorms contained viral RNA just days after the students who had all tested negative for COVID-19 moved into their dorm rooms. The university retested all 311 residents and dorm workers and found 2 students who now tested positive but remained asymptomatic. They were then quarantined to prevent a massive outbreak in that dorm. Now, had they waited for them to become either symptomatic, if they ever did, or they remained asymptomatic and didn't know they were positive, there is no way to know how many others they would have infected in the process, okay, in that span of time that, again, nobody knew that they were positive. Now, this leads into additional new testing. The FDA has approved a new saliva-based COVID-19 test developed at Washington University in St. Louis. Now, according to researchers there is a significant advance in testing that is simpler, faster, and more economical and can be used for large-scale population screening. Now, clearly, if RNA material is detectable in saliva, which of course, we swallow, it can be detected in stool as well. Now, CNN actually reported something similar back at the end of April, where scientists were testing sewage as a means of measuring the prevalence of COVID-19 in different communities without specific testing. Now, currently this is still being done in at least 30 states. Who knew, right? They can supposedly estimate the number of cases in a given area and compare it to confirmed cases, and this might help health officials determine where asymptomatic case clusters are forming, which is kind of fascinating if you think about it that way, right? So if they can estimate that there are 100,000 cases based on, I don't know, the amount of positive poop, and there's only 50,000 in the area reported positive, then they have a lot of asymptomatic people that they need to quarantine or get tested, etc. Again, I'm giving you big numbers. Now, the RNA can be collected and concentrated into pellets. So a small number of tests are done. They don't test each poop. They kind of condense it down into a small amount. And each negative pellet could indicate large areas with no cases. Now, if positive tests develop, the residents could be encouraged to get official tests, just like at the University of Arizona, and then they can isolate the people who are the ones that are positive and potentially at risk for spreading the virus. Now, this is being done in many other countries, including Australia, Italy, Sweden, and the Netherlands. So we are not alone in doing this, and it is not new. But it is definitely something that is very fascinating, and kudos to the University of Arizona for initiating this, because it saved a lot of people getting infected. Now, whether it's going to save lives or not, obviously, once you have a cluster of cases that are created and an outbreak, even though college students may not be the ones at risk, they do go home to their parents, and they do see grandparents, and they do see people who are in that vulnerable population. So anytime you can prevent an outbreak, you are doing a good thing. So I found it very fascinating. Hope you do as well. And again, reminder, no Facebook Live on Monday. I hope you guys have an awesome 3-day weekend, enjoying maybe the last of summer in your area. Summer doesn't end here in Florida for the most part, so it's still going to be nice to have a 3-day weekend. Okay, and I will see you again on Tuesday for another Live in 5.